Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great night. We're here for episode 2 of Beading Besties, and I have Gina Haber, known as Sparklease on YouTube, as my guest tonight. Let's bring her on and then we'll see who's here. How about that? Here she is. Hello, Gina. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good. So we have Rosanna from In Rose's Garden, Brandy Michelle. We have Barbara Gaskins. We have Becky's here. Thanks, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
We have Cindy here. Oh, I'm so excited for tonight. I think that tonight is going to not only be a great show because she's doing an awesome design, but also we are going to talk about her jewelry story, and I think that's really going to resonate with a lot of people, and I'm excited for that. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Pauline. Glad you guys could join us.
Hi, Pauline.
I do want to address the fact that this is only streaming to one channel tonight, on my part. If we're not on hers, that was a complete accident, and we will fix that for next time. But I've just decided that it is time for me to step out and put myself forward instead of always just being support for others in the background. Because by doing so, no one has any incentive to come and subscribe to my channel because they can watch it elsewhere, and that doesn't do me personally any good or my company, TT's Trinkets and Treasures. This does not mean that I don't love and adore Amy. It has nothing to do with that. This has to, or that I'm walking away from Campbell Creations, because that's not the case either. I love and adore Amy. I love being part of Campbell's Creations, and I love being a part of this community. It's just time. So, there's no time like the present, the saying goes. But so that's what we're doing. Hi, Sharon. Glad you could join us tonight. Hi, Beth. So,
Hi, Beth.
Let's go ahead. Oh, hi, Tina. If I didn't say hi, I apologize. So, Gina, let's talk about your jewelry story. She told me a little bit, but I didn't want to get into a lot of the details because I wanted to hear it as you guys heard it. So why don't you go ahead and give a start? How did you begin making jewelry?
I was actually in a mental hospital, and they brought out some beads for us to make keychains out of beads and leather, and it just lit a fire in me. I was just in awe. I just loved it. And when you go home from the hospital, you don't go home, you go to a halfway house. I'd been there for a while because of my situation. And they're like, Gina, what would make you happy? And I go, beads. And they go, beads? And I go, yes, beads. So they arranged for a driver for me to take me down to Walmart. And I got into the aisle where all the beads are, and there's a lady there. And I go, I want to make jewelry, but I don't know what I'm doing. She goes, well, you're going to need tools. And she handed me this briefcase type thing. They had my round nose, chain nose, flat nose, and my flush cutters and tweezers and a reamer. She gave me stretch cord, a few findings, and she goes, and there's some beads over there. You can pick out what beads you want. I walked out of there with $247 worth of beads. I was happy. And now I cannot stop buying beads. I keep buying beads. I keep telling myself I don't need beads. And I don't know. Oh, there's a sale. Oh, oh my gosh, there's a dollar sale. I'm like, oh, 70% off. I'm like, if I don't get them now, I'm not going to get them. And like,
Yeah.
I love beads.
So what you can share as much or as little as you want about the reason that you were in the mental hospital to begin with, if you don't mind sharing. I know that there are other members in our community that deal with mental health struggles, and especially women. And so I think that it needs to be destigmatized so that people don't feel like ashamed because they struggled for a moment. It happens with all of us. It happens at different points in our life. I struggled with postpartum depression after my daughter was born. I got in the car to go to work, and I live in the Phoenix metro area. And other than to get gas, I didn't stop until I was in San Antonio, Texas. So, because I was just afraid that I wasn't going to be a good mom or that I was going to repeat cycles that I grew up with. And it completely freaked me out. And so, yeah, you can tell as little or as much as you want about your story.
Well, I got an associate's degree in the medical field. And I got trained how to run an analyzer for 9 days. After that, they told me, you're on your own. You want to know something? Look it up. And I'm like, okay. Well, then I was making mistakes, so they let me go. And I'm like, all right. So I talked to the head of the lab, and I asked her, can I use it for a reference, because I don't have any references right now. And she said yes. And I had been conversating with her, and I thought she was helping me. And because I was out of work, I was on unemployment. My son come home from the army, and his girlfriend's there every night. So the food's going out of the house, money's going out of the house, and I just bought a brand new car. I was spiraling down. I was just spiraling because I had no money, and I was forced to sell some of my things and put the rest into storage and move back in with my parents. It's like I lost my career. I'm with my parents again. My life is over. I just broke down. I just spiraled out of control. It was major depression.
And I think we all deal with it at one time or another and in various degrees. But like I said, I want to destigmatize it. And because I know the rest of us deal with it as well, I came up with a little hashtag for tonight. And I'm going to put it up on the screen because I think that it's something we all deal with. And I think that it would be interesting to see just how many people agree with us. And, or if you want to share your story in the Facebook group, you're more than welcome to do so. And you can just use the hashtag beating myself better. If you decide to share your story. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Dawn. But I think that it's really good and it's a great outlet. I do it so that I have something to focus on other than my pain. It was something for you to focus on other than your immediate
It
circumstances.
was therapy.
And
It was my therapy. I just got lost in my beads and making jewelry. And when I first started, I didn't know what beading wire was, so I was using fishing line. And when I finally found the beading wire and what it was used for, I had to remake all my jewelry and use it with the beading wire. So
yeah,
I've been learning on my own since 2013. Little by little, I'm getting more and more.
right. And you've done beautiful designs. And the whole point of this show is not just to focus on other content creators, which we will do, but then also I love having the other designers within our group that don't have it. So it'll be good. And yes, Becky is absolutely correct. Fishing line is great for bead weaving. I use it to make like illusion necklaces so that it looks like the beads are just kind of floating. Love doing it for that. It does indeed, Tammy, because you have to, it's just like saying the alphabet out of order or writing down numbers that aren't in the right order because your brain starts focusing on that, trying to fix it. And so what you get out of the spiral in your head. And I know that I am guilty of negative self-talk. It's my resolution or my goal for this year to stop the self-talk, because every time we say it out loud, it's estimated that we've said it in our head 500 times. So, and it's literally a state of mind. And so I think that if we all just work on it a little bit and try to stop the negative self-talk, then what we hear inside our head during the quiet moments isn't just self-doubt, pity, anything of that done. And you get it out. It's going to be great. We're going to have, we have a great group here tonight. And Gina, what do you have planned to show us tonight?
I saw Samantha Latimer make this design, and I decided to make it my own by doing some things different with it. So that is what I'm doing.
Okay, yes, and I have linked the video in the description of this comment. If you want to go and watch Samantha Latimer's original design for how she made these focals, and we'll go from there. Yeah, Barbara, we're all there, and I want you guys to know, like, you're not alone. And the whole point of this show and other shows and the Campbell Creations group to begin with is so that we have a safe, supportive, inspiring, kind, helpful group. It's why I'm so picky and I insist that people answer the questions. The link for the Campbell's Creators Facebook group is also in the description. Just please make sure you take the time to answer the membership questions. When you put when you go to send it, you're going to get a secondary screen, and on the bottom it will say answer membership questions. That's what I need you to do, or I don't approve it. We've even had some spam accounts this past week that somehow slipped in that I've then had to remove from the group because I don't want anything to happen. I don't want anybody in our group to get scammed by somebody or whatever else. So yeah, it's great. But you are ready to switch down to your mat?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Let's hope this does this right. Woohoo, it worked. Okay.
Okay.
Try not to have too much stuff on your mat at one time. That way that where to focus. There we go.
Let's scoot this out too. Okay. These are the bellflowers. I don't know. Okay. Gotta get to the right angle. They're pink and yellow. And then I got a purple bicone. And so I'm making a ring with it. So that's what I'm doing.
You put them on a ball head pin?
Yep, I put them on a ball head pin. A gold one. I just thought these were so pretty. So I wanted to make a few. These are gorgeous. Okay, I gotta put on my glasses. I can't see. So instead of making, because these are soft head pin, instead of doing a wrapped loop, I'm just going to cut it off and double roll it.
Oh, that's a good idea. So it's not a simple loop or a wrap loop. You're just going to double roll it, creating a split ring effect on it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Because I don't want to lose them, but I don't want to do the wrapped loop.
Yeah.
So anyway, I bought a bunch of these lucite flowers, and they're white and they're frosted.
They're beautiful.
And you can paint them. So I took my nail polish and I painted this one.
I love that color too.
So I'm going to put one of the bellflowers in this super long head pin or eye pin. So we'll need a bicone, a bellflower.
Yeah, sure. And that was probably a good idea. If it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
And that would be my center flower.
That's so pretty.
And then just take these and drop them on top. And they'll just go round and round and round. And they'll make like a ball. So I don't have enough of them made right now. I didn't know how much time I would have being on here. So I made a bunch of them, but I don't know. Whoop. That's like this center focal. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, that is so pretty.
It's very pretty. And I have like 4 more to make. And then the top one, you're just going to slide down on top and then make your loop.
Oh, like
so
you'll put it upside down?
Yep. Yep.
So you just added you just took Samantha's design and added the flower to the bottom, right?
Yep. I painted it, making it my own.
Yep, that's gorgeous. I did the same thing with that link that I use as my class that I saw Linda do. Deborah, that can be so hard. I was around my mom more at the end of her life and dealt with a lot of that too, but yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that.
So I'm just, to save time, I'm just going to do the top one.
Okay. Well, you have enough time. We've got.
Okay.
It's 6:20, so you can roll up the last few. That's okay. It didn't take you long to do the first one.
Okay.
If ever something shows up within the group, please report it. Click report to admin and I will see it. And if it's a scam, I will have it removed. Out of our group, I will remove the person who posted it and set it to where if they set up any new profiles, they cannot be in our group. So yeah. Exactly, Betty. Or Becky, sorry, not Betty. Yes, when you have a high pressured career like yours or Amy's, it is good to sit down and like you've said in prior videos, sometimes just making a pair of earrings is all you need. It's all you need because then It's a quick one and done, and you feel like you've accomplished something. Hi, Sandy. Glad you could join us.
Okay, one more.
See, that didn't take too
So
long.
no.
I don't know how you get your loop so straight. Anytime I try to make a simple loop, I always have to straighten it up because it'll be tilted to the left or the right once I've made the loop. It happens to me all the time, and I've tried to figure out what it is. I've done what you do. I see how you bend your wire, Gina, and you hold it and you literally roll the loop while it's still on the top of your finger. And I've tried that. I've gotten better. They're not as off-centered as they used to be, but I don't know what it is about them. It's just something that, but again, I tried what I learned from you.
See, I put that upside down.
Oh, that's
and
so
now
pretty.
I'll just make a loop.
That's beautiful. Sharon, just join the Facebook group and tag me in a post, and I would love to see the earrings you've made. I would love to. And if any of you with a smaller channel, please feel free to send your followers to Campbell's Creations. Just remind our creators, just remind them to answer the membership questions. And then if they're wanting for you to see specifically what they've done, they can just tag you when they put up the post. And everybody is free to do so. It's not for one person or another. I know that it's difficult to have a channel and to moderate a Facebook group, especially when you have a job outside of beading. It can be difficult. Okay, now are those bent nose pliers you have, are those Xuron?
Yep.
I need the link for those from you later. I like that they're longer.
I got them from Fire Mountain Gems.
Oh, see, look, mine aren't like that. Mine have like the short little stubby bent nose. And I love how yours are like long and they look more round than flat. Like mine are flat across the top and at the edge, and yours almost look a little rounded.
And I put a couple of flowers on the sides here to keep this from rolling too far. So that's my pendant.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's
gorgeous. I love it, Gina. I wonder if oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to make some more and then pin them like jump rings on the sides and build up. Have like two, 3, 4 up on the chain. I got these. These are Swarovskis.
Yeah.
And I think they're gorgeous. And they go well with this color, I think. Find the camera.
Yeah. If you want to do that for a second, I'm going to put my camera up really quickly. And hold on. Introduction on stage. We're going to put this one up, and then I'm going to go to my mat. While she's rolling those up, guys, I want to show you a few things on my mat. We are going to have another live sale from Bernie's, and I'm going to do it on Wednesday night instead of our typical Wednesday night live. I will probably change that to a different day. But I wanted to go over a couple of the ideas that I had to see if it's something you would be interested in. And I haven't released a tutorial for this yet. I wore this to my niece's quinceañera last night. And because I'm a procrastinator, I didn't get it done in time to have the bracelet made as well. So I did a tutorial on that today, and it will release tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But these are black carved floral beads, and the rest are silver sheen obsidian, which using those rather than the black beads because they are very expensive. I thought that the silver sheen had the same kind of shine and sheen to it, but at a much better price point in order to finish it. And as far as that goes, I will have some full strands of these, but they are expensive. Let me see what they would be for a strand. Hold on. So they come out to $52.50 for a full strand of these. And I believe there's like 28 or 29 on a strand. But I'm going to break at least one or two of the strands up, and I'm going to break them up into 4 bead sets. That way, if $52 is a little too rich for your blood for a strand of beads, you still have the opportunity to get one, and a set of 4 allows you to make earrings, a bracelet, and a necklace. And so does everybody like that idea? The other thing that I was thinking that I was going to do, which of course now I cannot find the bag that I just had with them in it. Hold on a second. The other thing that I'm going to do is I got some, here they are. I pulled out, let me take these off so there's not too much on my mat, making it blurry. I pulled and separated a strand of these rose quartz hearts. And then Bernie also had a strand of smaller faceted rose quartz hearts. And so I was thinking that I would create sets to where instead of buying, because these come in a strand of 15 and these come in a strand of 30, so it was just perfect. I figured that way you guys could have a pendant and earring set, and if you chose to use these on the necklace or whatever else, or on a bracelet instead, you're able to do so. But just in case, again, that buying an entire strand of these as well as an entire strand of the smaller faceted hearts is a little rich and you want to have money to buy other things, I thought that this would be a good option to have for people to be able to still get a set at a more reasonable price. So is that good with everybody? And is it something maybe I should go see if I can make other sets using other stones? I love rose quartz too, Sandy. I love it. And that's why here. Oh, and little Brandy got me this beautiful dish for when I'm on camera so that I can bring it up to the camera easier. But you'll see that these they're like faceted on both sides and they're really pretty. And then there's the larger like puffed heart. The pendant heart would not be faceted, but I thought that that would be something that you guys would like to do. So, all right, Sharon, have a good night. Don't forget to subscribe to the Facebook channel, and I would love to see the earrings that you make. So, also he does have carved items, such as these carnelian lotus flowers. that are drilled at the top, and they're drilled straight through from front to back, not side to side. And they're just gorgeous. These are vintage. I have some vintage check that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I think you're going to love, and the prices are amazing, but it's check like I've never seen before. Oh, speaking of what, Brandy, I'm gonna have to zoom out for you to see something. But she sent this to me to hang up behind. She sent me the part with my name on it. And then my husband took these weathered boards, which I just got through Amazon. It took one board to separate it, and then he screwed this on it, but we didn't get it done in time to put up on the wall behind me. But I think that this will be beautiful. And I so appreciate her thinking of me when she saw this. So this will go up behind me, so I'm not back to just a blank wall until hubby puts up the hooks I asked him to. Then I'll be good because I can put my macrame back up. But and so I just thought that that would be a good way to bring you guys more options that would allow you to, like, he has some stunning emeralds, you guys, like you would see at a jewelry store, and they're absolutely stunning. They come out to, like, some of them are like $70 a strand or whatever else, but that's a lot for one strand of beads. And unless it's your, oh, I love them, I don't like them, Brandy, I hope you like what we did with it. But if that's too rich for your blood, or maybe you just don't need that many of them, you just want a few, or maybe you want enough to make like a bracelet set or something like that, I can put them into smaller strands. And that way you guys would be able to get some of that, because they're like AAA grade. They're beautiful. Cindy will tell you she has a strand. Cindy West grabbed a strand. She lives here locally. So, but yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. And I want you guys to see some of the stuff that he has. He has beads, you guys. He has some gorgeous, what are known as skunk beads. And they're called skunk beads because back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, they were black and white. And the different tribes in Ethiopia, each bead represented an ox that they owned. And like, he has one picture up on his wall where the guy is wearing one skunk bead, and then he has another picture up on the wall where the guy is wearing like 10 strands of these stunning skunk beads. But they are from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And again, they're expensive, and they're not all just black and white. They are in other colors too. But I thought that you guys would like to be able to possibly have access to those, just so you would be just so you can have some cool beads. They're awesome. They're beautiful. I'm excited about it. And it's not things that you will find with other online sales on the regular. Not saying that others don't do that, but Bernie is a collector of beads. He has the largest private collection or museum in the Southwest. He sells beads that are over 1,000 years old, that are beautiful and have such a story to them. He also has, hopefully my honey's listening and he'll go grab the strand of beads. The bright pink ones, babe, with the turquoise. See if my man of white will go grab them for me real quick. But I pulled some off. Becky's going to get a little preview of some things I was going to send her. But he has these beads that are from India that have turquoise and brass inlay. But when I pulled it off as something I wanted to send to Becky, he was like, "Oh, no, you don't want to send those." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, because they fade or they rub off." People would come in during the summertime when they had sweated and the color had gotten onto their skin. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a niece who works at an auto body paint store. And so she gets me, can you turn off the volume? The volume. No, babe, the big long strand of pink ones. Oh, yes, those are them. Thank you.
Don't tell me.
Okay, let me see.
But you said over 1,000-year-old beads.
Oh, yes, this is the 1,000-year-old. Yes, he
I'm
did
listening.
bring me the 1,000-year-old bead. I want to show you. Sorry, I can't stand hearing myself talk. That's what I was talking about. Hold on. Let me show you these. So these are literally over 1,000 years old, and that is actual gold inlaid into the beads. They're beautiful and interesting, and like he says, they're glass eye bead, 1,000+ years old. They are made for protection, and they were excavated in Dejeuner, I believe that is, Mali, Africa. So, and they're absolutely beautiful. These are the 1,000-year-old ones. And then these are the ones that I got to send to Becky. But as I was saying, my niece works in an auto body paint store. So she got me a can of both matte and gloss, like what they usually put on a car but when they're done painting it to protect it. And so I took these, and this has real green and red turquoise inlaid as well as brass. And so this one I did with the gloss, but I could do it with the matte spray before I sent them off. And I'm going to do one with matte as well so that you guys can see the difference. It dries very quickly. They're absolutely beautiful. And they would be inexpensive for me to do so. But Becky, did I pick out a good strand of beads for you, hon? I wanted to send her some beads because she's always so supportive. She had, ever since I sent her the mandrel that I designed with Nate, I came up with this because Amy had a couple videos in a row where she thought a bracelet was going to be a certain length, and they have these in paper version that are like laminated and whatnot, but these are hard and they're hollow. They also have bracelet sizers that have like steps, or there's wooden ones, but there are no measurements down it. And I don't like the steps because beads tend to get caught on them, so you're not going to get as accurate of a size as you will with these. Because where did I just put those? That bracelet I just made. Okay, well, it was right here. Whereas with this one, you can just slide it on, you know exactly the measurement of the bracelet. And so it takes all of the guesswork out of it. But I sent one of these to Becky, and she has not made a video since, a bracelet since, that she did not show these off, which I greatly appreciate it. And even if it's just like up at the top of her mat and barely showing like that, when she goes to move it, she's like, "Oh, just so you know." And so she's been great. I appreciate her love and support beyond anything that I could say. So I wanted to send her a couple things. Tina, if you would like one, you can just send me an email. I will give you it is so useful because I'll tell you the reason why those make a difference. And the reason is because we have somebody measure their wrist, and then you make a bracelet, and all of a sudden it doesn't fit and you can't figure out why. And the reason is because anything on the inside past the stringing wire takes up room on the inner diameter of your bracelet. And it was funny because I was even like explaining it to Bernie, and Bernie's like, no, you just add 2 beads at the end, which is an old wives' tale that is absolutely not at all accurate. And it wasn't until here, I'm going to use a napkin, but it wasn't until I literally took a napkin and or a piece of paper and drew a line, and I was like, put the beads on it. And I was like, see all this on the inside of the strand? And it literally blew his mind. He was like, oh my gosh. And he did it like 4 or 5 times and tried it with all these different bracelets and was measuring them on a ruler and then clasping them and putting them on there. And they've sold them in the shop ever since then. And so I love it. But Tina, if you want one, just send me an email. We have them in misty gray, onyx, and sand, which is like a nice beige color. I have a black one, and all I did was take acrylic paint and painted really quickly over the top of the numbers and then wiped it off, much like you do when you do metal stamping, and then put ink on it. And wipe it off, and then the black ink stays in the recesses of the metal. I did that with my black mandrel, and I think that it pops. It makes the colors pop brighter and whatever else, but I still have a very good stock of them. I have more gray than anything else. Again, you can paint these and make them pop a little bit, make it your own. You could paint the whole thing if you wanted to. Once you get it, it's yours, and it's completely up to you what you decide you want to do with it. But so I really enjoyed them. It's been a lot of fun. Did you make some more that you hooked onto your
I did a couple more because I was having
trouble with the 4 millimeter.
Okay,
there it is.
good. Yep.
4 millimeter jump ring.
Oh, so are you going to keep going up the sides?
I was going to, but like I said, I'm having trouble with the 4 millimeter, and I'm like, I stopped.
No, I think it'll be beautiful, and yeah, it never seems to fail. And anybody that is a content creator will attest that we can sit there and do something 40, 50 times over, and the second the camera goes on or you're like under pressure and you've got to get it done, all of a sudden, like, all of your knowledge just like flies out the window. Speaking of which, I'm starting a series that is going to be called Heather How To's. And basically I'll have like 2 to 3 short videos throughout the week. Like say 1 week the topic is loops. I will do wrapped loops. I'll demonstrate how to do a wrapped loop. I'll demonstrate how to do a simple loop, even if I have to straighten it up afterwards, which is fine. And now I know I need to demonstrate how to do the double roll, because that's a great thing. And so we'll be able, and then I'll do all of that. And you guys can either leave comments or questions in the comments. And then when we're live, like right now, we're live. And if I have extra time, then we can go back and I can answer any questions. I can re-demonstrate a process. There are, and so then you guys will get to learn from start to finish different topics. And so, Tina, I have used the ring that opens jump rings. Have you tried that, Gina?
What?
There is a
Oh,
little
no.
ring that,
Because they just get all clustered together. No, I like them closed, and I'll use them as I need them.
oh no, like the ring. There's a ring you can put on that has little grooves in it that you can stick the jump ring. Like, you only have to use one plier You stick the jump ring into the ring and twist, and it's there. And then when you've attached what you want to, you put it back up to the ring and you close it. And there are 3 slots so that it's multiple gauges can be used. And
okay.
you're welcome, Tammy. I have tried it. I have issues with claustrophobia. And so it being on my hand while I'm trying to do stuff, they're too big for my small hands, basically. It goes up over my knuckle no matter what part of my finger I put it on, because I have very short fingers. So it doesn't work for me, but it works. So it works for other people. So it might be something you want to give a shot. Yeah, Linda doesn't like it either. It's just one of those things. Some people love it. Some people, same with like the Magic Crimper and Wire Guardians and all of those kinds of things. Everybody has their own technique. And just because I do a Heather how-to video on a technique, I will encourage you now and always, if it is a new skill that you have not done before, please watch multiple videos from multiple content creators showing you how they do them, because something is going to click with you when you see somebody do it. It's much the same way with like seeing somebody else's link and going, oh, I wonder if I did this instead. It's going to be helpful.
Yeah, because some people, everybody does the same thing, just a little bit different.
Exactly.
And you're just going to find your own niche.
Exactly. And there are so many niches within the jewelry world that there's no reason for anyone to be like, this is the one way you must do this at all time, because it's not going to work that way. Beth just recently had asked myself and Rosanna to do a herringbone tutorial, and I did a half herringbone on a live with all of you, and then Rosanna did a video where she used 2 wires, and then you just happened to make one where you only use 1 wire. And then the following week, Randy got in on the gig on a show because I was teasing Rosanna, and she was like, oh, I can do a herringbone. And so then she did it. So, and from all of that, Beth figured out the best way that works for her by watching the different technique options. And she is doing stunning herringbone links, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And so it's just something that, you know, it's always a good idea. I will never claim to be an expert because I don't believe that you ever need to stop learning. There's
You're
always
learning.
Exactly. And this year I am trying oxidization and tumbling myself. That was what I asked for my birthday. And so I'm having fun with that. I'm going to take you guys along on the journey, even though I will probably mess up multiple times. But for any of you that weren't here at the beginning, I just want to let you know that while I only streamed on my channel tonight, that does not mean that I'm separated from Campbell Creations or anything. Yes, Beth, I was talking about you and your herringbone. But it doesn't mean anything of that nature. It's just there were a couple situations in my life where I was in the background for other people. And when I was streaming to both channels, no one had any incentive to come and subscribe to my channel because they could watch it on Campbell Creation. Sorry. And I just feel like I got to put myself out there and I got to support me first. And Amy and I are still partners. There's nothing wrong with all of that. But it's just something that I felt it was time to do. So I did so. The next live sale, I will stream on both channels, but after Wednesday nights, I will not. It will only be streamed from TT's Trinkets and Treasures, as that's my own entity. It's a relationship I built. And so I will, so the live sales are kind of my thing. It's something that I wanted to do long before I was part of Campbell Creations. So it would be great. Linda, you wish you could find someone who could inspire you or teach you something new and exciting. Have you done resin, Linda? Or have you tried smithing? I would love to be able to like I slowly have a box full of copper.
I have the resin my table. I have the resin. I just have to mix it and coat the table, and my table will be finished. I resined my dinette table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Is it wood?
Yes. It was wood. You have to sand it first to kind of get some grit in there and prime it. And then I put sapphire and copper and some black all together.
Oh, I bet it's beautiful. You'll have to share a picture in the group. I'd love to see it when it's finished. I haven't delved into the world of resin yet, but something that I would love to do. Marika, if you go to Gumnut Lane Jewelry, she literally just did a post a week and a half ago, I believe, where she explained the whole process. I've watched it like 10 times now. So go check out her channel. Linda, if you want to share the link to your channel in the chat, please feel free to do so. If you can't find it, I'll go find it really quickly. But you're not into resin or polymer clay. Gotcha. Well, I don't know.
Thank you, Tammy.
What?
I can see the reading, but I can't type up here.
Oh yeah, no. If somebody says something you want to say hi, please feel free to do so.
I just don't want to. I'm cutting you off in order to do it because you're just talking. And I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, you guys, and it was amazing that she shared her story with us and that she felt safe enough to do so. And it's such a testament to this community and to all of you. And if I can always do one of the posts where I post and then you can share your story in the comments. That way it's not like one post that's all about you, if you'd be more ready to do that. And then I came up with a hashtag that I thought would be cool if we were to put it out whenever any of us, what the heck just happened? Go back to comments. There we go. If you were to use the hashtags beating myself better, because that's what you did, huh, Gina?
Yes, I did. Yeah. And I have some more good news. I've been dieting and I lost 31 pounds and I'm so proud of myself.
Good. You need to be proud of yourself. That's great. You should be proud of yourself. We've got to celebrate every win we have in life. We have to take a minute and stand back and admire the jewelry we make, admire where we are in life compared to where we were a month ago. Everything is, we just got to do it. So yeah, I'm proud of you for dieting and getting there. That's great.
Yeah, I've been drinking 64 ounces of water a day. So I've been sitting here waiting for the show to get over so I can go.
Well, if you need to leave, you're more than welcome to do so. I really do appreciate you being a guest on there.
I'd like to thank everybody for all your genuine comments. So thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't individually say thank you, but I want to say thank you to everybody.
Yeah. I'm glad you could be on, and I hope that if anybody is scared about coming on with me, that you will that you can let them know that they don't need to be worried. We're kind and we don't bite, and that we can all be friends and share, and that it's a safe space. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Have a great rest of your night. And like, subscribe, share the video. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.